It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play. Back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Watch the run. Come on. Check the backer.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the run. They're running.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson will get this one complete to Zay Jones. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shut. Good team on it.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Garcia. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hurry! 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. Kill. Bang.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Middle. Go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And got a man. It's Woods. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set, lady. Let's go.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Mike 50. I don't think you got it. Match spot.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Again, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Yellow waiting! Yellow waiting! Zebra! Zebra!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Waiting!
A gain of 2. 49.
White.
38-yard line.
Mike 49. Mike 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the 38. Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a...
260. 50-50. Switch it. Check out read. Back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
20.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
36. 11. Begin. Hey, 5-0. Check 99. 10.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Watch the twitch.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garcia. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson finding Knox there, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go now. Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey. We got 3. We got echo. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? Come on, 66. Bullet, pass. Check.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Watch the slant. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Watch 49. Hey, keep it up. Watch the ass. Easy, alert. Drill right, 22. 5. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, watch it happen.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the screen. Say. He's checking. Crash. Nero. Big 20. March 49. All day, baby, all day.
Play action. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Watch out, watch out. 59! 0! Look at him. 49's the mark. 49's the mark. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, Red.
Stafford here coming off his pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Real right, 22.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I got you. 32. Check 3. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Crunch. 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 Come on, Mahar. Ready, move. Fresno. 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 Easy alert. Check 26.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Waiting. 49. 0. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49. 49's the mark. 49's the mark. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, lady! Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 21! 53, ready? Hey, Haywood! 49 to Mike, watch 49. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay.
Oh, yeah!
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Rip right, rip right. Hey,
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Garcia. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
50, Mike, 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike, 50, man.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deshaun Hand, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one is right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Zebra. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They got a man. It's Woods. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now the kick is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. Distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 70. Mike 49. Hey, Charlie. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garcia. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Garcia. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Garcia. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Ready. Like 7. Rep. 49. Defense wins championships, baby. 49, guys.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. On second down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Jackson. It's caught. Jones. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Let's get this ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Buffalo...